What is happening with ZBCN right now is absolutely insane. We've got whales accumulating, global banking systems getting bypassed, Middle East money lining up, and privacy tech that could flip the entire payroll industry on its head. Welcome to Goldrush Crypto Daily. I'm Goldrush, your guide to crushing it in crypto. If you love bullish news, real talk, and catching the next 100x before the crowd even wakes up, subscribe and smack that bell so you don't miss this. And today, oh man, we've got 4 massive posts from X, whales moving, regulators panicking, and coins gearing up to explode. Alright, let's get into the madness. So Crypto Queen just dropped this absolute monster of a thread on X, and guys, this one hits different. Most people have no idea how big ZKPs are for Zebec. Zero-knowledge proofs let you prove a transaction is valid without exposing the private data behind it. And she lists private payroll, regulator-grade verification, cross-chain ZK transactions, ZK identity, instant settlement, the works. Do you understand how nuts this is? This isn't hype, this isn't marketing, this is real infrastructure and not buzzword maybe one day ZK, but actually built into Zebec right now. Every payroll platform on earth wishes they had this level of privacy. Every compliance team wishes they had this level of zero exposure verification. And Zebec is just sitting here like, yeah, we already built it. This is moon mode technology, guys. When enterprises wake up to this, ZBCN is gonna look like a discount nobody understood early. Let's connect this to price action real quick. When you combine privacy, compliance, and instant settlement, that's the exact formula that Visa, Stellar, Algorand, Circle, all the big institutional rails live on. Whales love fundamentals like this. Regulators love privacy without exposure. Enterprises love compliance without the surveillance. This is the setup we always talk about, the one nobody appreciates until the adoption curve slaps them in the face. Guys, you can't make this up. Every cycle has that one project that solves a real problem before the rest of the world even admits the problem exists. Back in 2020, it was Chainlink. In 2021, it was Solana. And now, man, this feels exactly like that. ZKPs are the moat. Zebec built the castle. Most people won't get it until it's too late. Everything's pointing to something massive here. And speaking of massive, wait until you see who's accumulating. So, Killadan just posted something on X that should have everybody paying attention. Gate is now starting to accumulate ZBCN. Fam. Short tweet. Massive implications. Do you get what this means? This isn't some random whale. This is Gate.io, one of the biggest exchanges in the world, scooping up billions of tokens. When exchanges accumulate before listings, before announcements, before liquidity expansions, you already know what happens next. They don't buy peanuts. They don't buy for fun. They buy because something is coming. We're talking over 2 billion tokens, around $5.6 million, quietly being stacked. As you can see on screen, Solskin shows them sitting comfortably in the top holders list. This is the exact behavior we saw before massive runs on coins like Kaspa, Jito, Bonk. Exchanges accumulate before the market wakes up. Why? Because they see the user activity. They see the demand signals. They see the remittance and payroll volume flowing through Zebec, and they want liquidity ready for when the crowd slams into it. So, exchanges don't gamble. They position themselves, and Gate positioning itself this early tells me we're still in the nobody gets it yet phase. This is exactly how cycles start. Quiet accumulation, no announcements, no hype, just stealth positioning from insiders who understand where the money's flowing. Banks are terrified, exchanges are preparing, users are waking up. This is honestly the calm before the storm. Now this next post takes it even further. The Red Piranha just dropped a post that honestly made me sit back in my chair for a second. ZBCN is quietly eating the $860 billion remittance industry alive, with less than 0.3% fees, instant delivery, over 140 countries, and the Zebec Instant Card. This isn't coming soon, this is live. Thousands are doing it daily. Guys, are you seeing this? We're talking about the remittance industry, one of the biggest, most predatory industries on the planet. And ZBCN is just quietly undercutting them? Legacy fees of 6 to 10%. Gone. Days of waiting. Gone. Forex ripoffs. Gone. And Zebec's like, oh yeah, here's your USDC streamed from the US and instantly spendable as local currency in India, Nigeria, the Philippines, Mexico, all at near zero cost. This isn't moon mode. This is Earth rebuild mode. Let's put this into perspective. We've got an $860 billion market. Zebec is already pushing real payroll volume, a live debit card working in over 140 countries, fees under 0.3%, instant settlement, no bank middlemen. The metrics don't lie. Remittance-focused tokens explode when adoption hits. Just look at what happened to XRP in past cycles, except Zebec is doing it with actual streaming, actual stablecoin settlement, and actual user numbers. This is asymmetric. This is early. This is how 10-cent coins become dollar coins. Guys, this is why banks are terrified. They've feasted on migrant workers for decades with insane fees, and that ends the second people realize they have a better option. Western Union is cooked, MoneyGram is cooked, Wise is shaking, Remitly is sweating, and Zebec hasn't even started marketing this. Do you hear me? They haven't even started. This setup looks unreal. But if you thought that was big, wait until you see where adoption could be heading next. ZBCN man just posted something that could quietly be one of the biggest hints we've seen all year. Zebec started following Facet. Here's why it matters. He lists fully licensed, Sharia-compliant digital bank licenses in United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Malaysia, Pakistan, Turkey, Indonesia, and the European Union. 2 million plus users, over 6 billion in volume, instant remittances across more than 50 corridors. Middle East adoption wave loading. Guys, a Sharia-compliant stablecoin neobank with millions of users, being quietly followed by Zebec with no announcement. This is how partnerships start. This is how markets open. This is how multi-billion-dollar regions get unlocked overnight. The Islamic finance market isn't small, it's $5 trillion. Let me say that again. 5 trillion, if Zebec integrates with Facet's rails. Do you understand what that means? Payroll, remittances, cards, instant spending, across the entire Middle East and Southeast Asia. Moon mode isn't big enough for this. This is rocket mode. Let's connect the dots. Zebec equals real-time streaming plus payroll plus debit cards. Facet equals fully regulated stablecoin bank, massive user base and compliant corridors. Put the two together, you get instant compliant, RIBA-free, interest-free global payroll and remittances. Zebec already partners with Circle, MasterCard, Chainlink, Ondo Finance. This is the pattern. Quiet follows, then small hints, and after that, massive announcements months later. Whales love patterns, investors love compliant markets, retail loves simple payments. This is the perfect alignment. You can't make this up. A single quiet follow might have just exposed Zebec's entire expansion roadmap. This is exactly how the Solana narrative started back in the day. The hints came before the explosion. So, Middle East adoption, Southeast Asia on-ramps, millions of new users. Banks are doomed if this plays out, folks, and that's exactly why we love crypto. Everything's lining up for a major move. Alright guys, let's wrap this up. What a day. ZKP's turning Zebec into enterprise-grade infrastructure. Gate.io accumulating like they know what's coming. Real-time remittances eating an $860 billion industry. And a potential Middle East adoption wave lining up. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell and drop a comment telling me what you think is coming next. And remember, this ain't financial advice, but crypto's gonna make us rich. Stay bullish. Peace out.